Woo! I know I said yesterday that I thought this would be my last podcast of the year because the kids were done with school, but I forgot they had school today. Welcome to the Off Base Podcast, the podcast carefully crafted to remind you to suck a fat one if you think you're the only one, because you're not. I'm your host. I'm the Rocky Mountain no-name Jackass. And it's 30 degrees outside in the city of Aurora at 8:38 in the a.m. on December 17th, 2021. No chaw time because I already got the chaw in. And it's a little bit later because what happened was my stepson doesn't have school today. But the other two, the younger two, had school. So I dropped my son off, and then my stepdaughter said, hey, school doesn't start for another hour for me. Can we go get breakfast? And I'm like, yeah. So we went to King Soup's, and we got some breakfast there. She got Starbucks. I got 2 pieces of fish. May sound like a weird breakfast, but holy shit, was I hungry. Because stepson and I worked out last night. I'll get to that momentarily. But after I dropped her off, I was like, man, I need a coffee. And then all of a sudden, the reason why I have the chaw in pre-podcast is because I had to go use the restroom. And I had to use it rather quickly. So I pulled up here to a 7-Eleven. And I don't know if anybody else out there has had this experience. Like I said, this podcast is carefully crafted to remind you that you're not the only one. So I'll say that I know that people have had the experience of going up to like a 7-Eleven or some type of public place where you need to use the restroom that's inside. You don't want to purchase anything. You need to use the restroom. And my fear as I'm walking through the door is, please don't be closed off for cleaning purposes. Force me to go into the women's room. Although if I ever was forced to use the women's room, if there was something wrong with the men's room, I would simply say, like if anybody called me, I'd be like, what? I identify as a woman. So I always have my excuse ready if I ever need to use the female restroom. But so that fear is going through my head, is that it's going to be closed for some reason, for maintenance, for cleaning, or whatever. Then the next fear that runs through my head is I'll walk in there and the toilet will just be bombed to all hell. Be completely disgusting. I got to clean it off. That's disgusting. And then the third fear that runs through my head is there's going to be no toilet paper. So I go into the 7-Eleven and I see it's not closed off. So fear number 1 alleviated. Then I open the door and I see that the toilet looks fine. Fear number 2 relieved. And I can't find any toilet paper. Oh, shit. And then I saw that they had an extra one in the corner. And I was like, yes, fear number 3 relieved. So I feel fantastic now. Thank you very much, without going into any more detail. But, after I washed my hands and whatnot, I put the chaw in there. And 7-Eleven has a pumpkin spice coffee. It's pretty good. So with all that being said, let's make like a shepherd and get the flock out of here. So this one will probably be my final podcast of 2021. Unless, for some reason, when we come back, I don't have to drive the kids to school. I might, go to a store in the morning for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a weekend one, like when I go to the store for shopping. But let's get back to stepson and I. We hit the gym last night. My hope is that he's going to start to get a little bit more pumped up about going to the gym and throwing weight around. Because I was. And then when we started, I got even more excited because my fitness level is really starting to improve, as well as my lower back. So I had a great workout yesterday. The squats felt great. I was squatting, let me think, 40, 60, 30. I was squatting and deadlifting 175, which is nowhere near my max, but since I'm still kind of nursing my lower back, like I don't want to overdo it because I did tweak it about a month and a half ago, but I'm still moving a goodly amount of weight around. And on the benches, I was benching 195. I was like, yeah, this is good. I felt great because what we do on our Thursday workout. So, all right, I'll take you back to the Monday workout. Monday workout, we do the 5 basic strength training exercises. And we do it in progressions where we do 10 reps, and then we add more weight, do 7, add more weight, do 4, and then add more weight and do 2. And hopefully that 2 is close to what our maximum is for that exercise. But on Thursdays, what we do is we take whatever weight we used for our 4 rep set and do 5 reps in combination with another exercise. So for pull-ups, right after we do pull-ups or chin-ups, then we do bicep curls. Right after we do squats, we do calf raises. Right after we do bench press, we do incline flies. Right after deadlifts, we do Superman banana. And then right after clean and jerk, we do straight arm shoulder flies. So I forgot where I was going with all this. Might have been on the bench. Yeah, on the bench. So on the bench, I was doing almost 200 pounds, 195, 5 times. And on the first set, I only got 4 up. My stepson had to help me with my 5th rep. But then on the next 2 sets, I quite handily banged out 5 reps. So I was like, yeah. My body wanted to do it, but my brain was saying, oh, you can't get 5, you can't get 5. And when I got to that 4th rep, I was like, you know what, I got this 5th rep. And I'm feeling really, really good about our workouts and what I've accomplished in the last, right now, 2.5 months. We got 1.5 month left to go. And we're going to be moving on to phase 3. The other one that made me feel really good is we do chin-ups first. And I, for the first time in a long time, banged out 10 in one set. So I went 10, 8, 7. Excuse me, on the chin-ups. And obviously the goal is 10, 10, 10. But that felt pretty good, man. That felt really good to get 10 out. Okay, so let's move on here because today is a big, big day. Right now I'm headed back to base to pick up my son and stepdaughter's ski equipment that they got fitted for last night. And then I already did some shopping because stepdaughter, she had so much time before school actually started. We went to the King Soopers. There's a Starbucks in there. She got her Starbucks. And I did produce shopping, bread shopping, and ginger beer. Because we got to have those for Dark and Stormies. Dark and Stormy is our after-ski drink. If you haven't had it before, I think I mentioned this on the podcast a couple weeks back. Maybe when we got back from Thanksgiving skiing. Dark and Stormy is dark rum, lime juice, and ginger beer. It is fucking delicious in the wintertime. Summertime, not so much. But wintertime, oh, it's a phenomenal wintertime drink. And we will be crushing Dark and Stormies after every day of skiing. So we leave tonight. We'll start skiing tomorrow, Saturday, and then we ski Sunday, Monday. My sister-in-law and her family leave Tuesday. So we'll keep skiing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wait, Sunday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we got 6 days of skiing. Because then Christmas Eve morning we'll be driving back. So I've gotten some of the shopping done, which is nice. We're taking 6 bottles of wine with us. We're taking the rum, the ginger beer. We got a washing machine and washer dryer in the condo that we're staying at. So got to remember to take laundry detergent and the the dryer sheets. That's already set up to go. Almost everybody is packed. My stepson, who does not have school, will be finishing his packing, and I'm gonna try to fit all of ours in one big suitcase along with our ski gear. Because this time around, last time we took 3 suitcases. This time, I'm hoping only to take 1. But my wife still has to pack. But the reason why is because we're taking so much food with us this time around. I mean, it's going to be a lot of food. Because what is the point of spending, coming off the highway. What the fuck is the point of spending $500 a day on food? We're only 2 hours away. When we can just bring food with us. We have a condo, we have a kitchen. Got no problem cooking. As you guys know, I do love to cook. Ooh, I don't know if I can turn in here. Maybe I can. Oh, this is weird. They're kind of paving the street here. This is odd. All right, anyway. So, back to the cost factor. You know, Vail is not cheap. Oh my God, there's a ton of antelope out there. Holy shit, there's like 100 of them. Wow. Anyway, Vail is not cheap. Yeah, I mean, it probably sounds expensive just when you tell people, "Oh, we're going to Vail." Yeah, it's expensive. So we try to get as many deals as we can and prepare for low cost. Now, there's probably going to be one night when we're going to go out to dinner, but think about it like this. By the time I'm done food shopping today, I think I will have spent, because we're going to be feeding 9 people for 4 days. I'm sorry, yeah, 9 people for 4 days, and then for another 3-4 days, we're feeding 5 people. So I will probably, at the end of all this, have spent, I'm going to say $400 or $500 on food for the week. Which, when you think about it, if you're spending, $400 or $500 a day, if you didn't bring your own food, that's a pretty sweet deal. It ends up working itself out very, very nicely. Now, that's if you go, just to fancy schmancy restaurants in Vail the whole time. You could go a little bit outside of town and maybe find, a McDonald's or whatnot for the whole family. And then maybe, maybe you're spending $100 a day. But, you're paying for the convenience of having the food right there. So I got no problem bringing our own food. All right. So once I get the ski gear, oh shit, I got to make room for it in the back. Once I get the ski gear, I'll be heading back home, finishing the packing, and then I'll hit the commissary a little bit after noon, because that's when they told me to come, because that's when my prime rib roasts are going to be ready. $7 a pound. We got 2 6-pounders. It's going to be fucking sweet, dog. Sweet. And then as soon as I bring that home, I'll put the perishables in the cooler, load this fucking car up, and we'll be packed to the gills. My wife will come home. She'll finish her packing. We'll throw a little suitcase in the back for her. Then we'll go get the 2 littles, and off we go to Vail. It's going to be awesome. Now, as far as, look at this jackass pulled out right in front of me. These fucking Coloradans, man. They don't know how to fucking drive. I'm in the left-hand lane of a 2-lane road, and this jackass, he turned, made a right-hand turn to come out and just pulled out right in front of me. Well, I don't get it. There are traffic laws, man. And now he's back in the right-hand lane. Look at this fucking idiot. Anyway, as far as Christmas presents goes, they are slowly trickling in from wherever we ordered them from online. A couple of my wife's came in yesterday. I really hope she likes what I got her. It's a bit of, I got her 3 outfits. They're a bit themed, like a theme outfit. And I don't want to reveal this just on the 1,000,000 to 1 chance that she's actually listening to this. She doesn't listen to my podcast. Why would she listen to my podcast? She's a busy lady. She hears enough of my voice at home, right? This podcast is for everybody out there who just needs somebody to listen to break up the monotony of driving to and fro, or maybe you're in your cubicle and you want a little something to listen to while you're on a coffee break. Because, my average podcast is probably 20 minutes in length. I like to keep it short, sweet, to the point. Here we are, coming back on base on a Friday. Get the ID out, we'll get scanned. Nice sunrise this morning, putting a lot of detail on the Rocky Mountains. Over the humps we go, and there is almost no line. And here comes the scan. Morning, brother.
Come on now.
Hey, do they call you Hawkeye by chance?
No, sir. Why is that?
Your last name's Barton.
Oh, yeah. Clint Barton. Yeah. Have a good one.
Thanks. All right. We're back on. All right, so let's close this sucker down. My wife, she did something really phenomenal, I think, for her people. She bought them all one of her favorite books. It's a short book. You could probably read it in like 2-3 hours. And she bought like a dozen of them. And last night she spent the night when she got home writing everybody a personal message on the inside front cover. I just thought that was phenomenal. I really did. For her to take that time, and when those people open them up and they find out that she wrote something specific for them, she just endeared herself to all those folks. Now at the same time, they also had a potluck this morning. My stepson and I got back from the gym. She wasn't even close to starting to make the breakfast casserole that she wanted to make for him. I got her ingredients for her at lunchtime yesterday. And there's Denver in the foreground with the Rockies behind him. So when my stepson and I got back, I was hungry as hell. But I could see that she needed help. So I was like, fuck that, I'm helping her out. So I ended up putting together her breakfast casserole for her. Put it in the oven for her this morning. She's going to come, she went back and picked it up. I put it in, what was it, about 7 o'clock. So at about 8, she went back and picked it up. And hopefully they have a good last day here before she goes on vacation, a well-deserved vacation. 22 years in the United States military. She's getting close to the retirement time. So that'll close it down, giving you guys an idea of the Christmas spirit and just how it can infect people, and how if you go a little bit extra, you're going to put a smile on someone's face. Now, I haven't seen the recipients of my wife's presents this morning, but I'll guarantee you that it'll warm their heart. So I think this one will be my last podcast of 2021. If it's not, I hope everybody has a great holiday season, and I will smell you in 2022.